today's episode of the Talk Your Mind podcast show. I'm Charity Anthony and your host for today. Today promises to be educative, informative, and exciting. We'll be talking about the effect of cultism and other vices in the diaspora. Out of sight, is it out of the mind? Stay tuned. We have a special guest in the studio with us today. It's none other than Mr. Magbe Dion Socrates. So welcome, Mr. Magbe, to the studio. It's a pleasure to have you right here. So the topic of today is cultism that originally originated from Nigerian campuses, but these groups have officially been banned in Nigeria for their ritual. They're known for their ritual initiation and their other organized crimes. But when these Nigerians they migrate abroad, these cults tend to extend their networks overseas. That's the diaspora context. Can you throw more light on it? Can you tell us how these people just move, how these things are being organized out there?
Okay, thank you very much. Um, like you have rightly introduced, these cult groups originated from our campuses in Nigeria a very, long time ago, and it's really appalling seeing this same set of persons, the same activities that they've actually done within the campuses in the country.
Yeah.
Now they are trying to extend it overseas, and it's heartbreaking. When I watch news and some reports stating that Nigerians are engaging in social vices abroad, a place that is meant for you to seek greener pasture. You had an opportunity to lift your family from poverty, and at the end of the day, you get there and you're involving in crime.
Yes.
And cultism. To me, it's sickening. You understand? Whenever I see news like that coming from outside the country, that some Nigerians are involved in, it's heartbreaking. I must tell you, it's heartbreaking. I would just pray that God will help us. Yeah, I must say.
Amen. Good. So why are these Nigerians still joining cults outside the country, in countries where they are free to thrive? I mean, in Nigeria, you know how the economy is frustrating. I mean, to get a standard life for yourself.
Yeah.
I know the process you pass through to get your passport, your visa, they tell you come today. Sometimes it's being denied. And then you have the freedom. You've been able to acquire these things and you travel abroad, you're still joining. I think it's some reasons why they do that.
Okay, thank you very much. By the grace of God, I'm a travel agent, and I know what it takes for one to get this traveling document. You understand?
So, what's your brand name?
Yeah. Okay. I'm the CEO of Classified Travel and Tours.
Oh.
Yeah. So back to your question, I know what it takes to get these traveling documents. Ranging from getting your passport first. So to get a Nigerian passport now, I think we are looking at 100,000 to get a passport. So imagine you getting that amount of money to get a passport because you have an aspiration that you want to travel abroad.
Yeah.
Then you get a passport from there. You have to do what's called proof of funds. You have to have some huge amount of money in your account. You understand? Yes, for you to be able to secure a visa. Yeah, those are part of the criteria for you to get a visa outside the country. And ranging from also, you must have a document, an employment document. That person does not have. Then you have to pay for it to get it. So the process. We are talking about the process, the finance that is involved, and the mental stress because you have to travel for interviews and all of it. For your biometrics and all. Then at the end of the day, God favors you, and you have been issued a visa after the stress and everything. Then you get there to better the life of yourself and your family and represent your country positively. And at the end of the day, you find out that you get there and you still involved in court activities. For me, I think there's a mindset or there's a motive behind these things. You understand? Because I don't see a sane human being traveling outside the shores of Nigeria and getting yourself involved in court activities over there where there is no one existing before now. You go there, harassing your fellow Nigerians mostly, you understand, all in the name of colors. You understand? So these things it has actually brought down the image of the country. I will say at this point, it has brought down the image because I think countries like I was watching news, countries like Malaysia, Turkey, and even Dubai, they've banned a lot of Nigerians because of these court activities.
Wow.
Yeah, of course, I do visas, and most times when we apply, you see they turn these visas down. Why? Because if you are a Nigerian youth and you are below the age of 0 to 30, they don't give you visa majorly in Dubai because they know that this age range are the people constituting this nuisance over there.
Yeah.
So that it's not making it difficult for genuine Nigerians that are sensible. They want to go and look for greener pastures over there to get this visa because of this same set of individuals that have told themselves that they want to be a menace to themselves and to the country. So the thing is really appalling, like I say, and we just pray that we'll walk through it. Walk through it,
Yeah, definitely. So these cult activities in the diaspora, do you think it is tied to fraud, crimes, and maybe drug trafficking and all of that?
Um, um, from recent times, most times, we've even seen cases like some court groups involved in, fraud outside the country, and also court clashes, then fighting. You understand, and even might even lead to deaths. I think of course in Dubai we see cases where there were court broke between two court groups. The fight broke out, and along the line someone lost his life. So imagine, because of your ability not to control you have this mindset of you want to go and do something, that at the end of the day, because of your mentality, you get there and you messed up the whole thing and take someone's life because of the whole activity. So for me, I feel this whole thing is roped to this thing they actually belong to, which is the court group, right? It's linked to it. It brings crime. It's in fact everything is inside. You understand? So at all times we should condemn it in all totality.
Yeah. Okay. But when they are doing this thing, I want to understand the major reason they're doing this. Is it for power or to belong?
Okay. Over time, I believe you went to our institution of which, so we've seen these things, right? Now, the only thing I keep hearing within these court groups are supremacy.
Supremacy.
Yes, supremacy. This one wants to be the head. This one wants to be the head. You want to tell this person that we are the owner of this place. We are we are founded in so and so. We are the first person that came into being. That is what I call a slave mentality. You understand? At this era of our lives, you still find people having that kind of mentality where people are trying to survive, and you see one group saying that they are the head, they are the it is whenever I see these things, it beats my imagination that you people don't people think outside the shores of this roped mentality people are still having. You fight for supremacy and color. It's actually sickening, my dear. I'm telling you the truth. So whenever I see situations like this, my heart bleeds for Nigerian youths because they are wasting away. They are wasting away because we've seen different states within the country where they involve in court clashes and life a lot. We cannot even count life that have been lost within because of these court activities. A lot of life has been lost. Youth has lost their life during their prime. They've lost. A whole of the families have lost their loved ones that refuse to have this mentality of let's build our country. Instead, they want to belong to one of these court activities. So the thing is, it's actually heartbreaking when you see these things happening along the news, and you see people, youths, they're supposed to be a good ambassador of their country. they're involved in these court activities. It's heartbroken.
And there's no gain in it, or they make payments for it.
I think that is even the worst part. There is no, you people, you are belonging to an activity, an association where there's no gain. You're not gaining anything. Instead, it brings tears and bloodshed.
That's it.
To not only yourself, to your family. Because if you don't value yourself, because by joining these activities, this court activity, it's like you don't value your own safety, you don't value your own humanity, right? Please, why not pity for your parents, your loved ones, your relative? Pity for them. Because if anything happens to you, you will not feel it, right? They will be the one feeling it the rest of their lives. So why not pity for them and stay away from these things?
Some families are even caught up in all of this.
Of course, they're also affected. Of course, they're affected. Imagine you losing your relative to a court activities. You will not forgive yourself. You understand? But at the end of the day, you can't do nothing. Because these persons they're all grown-ups. You can't control their activities.
No.
You understand? So my dear, the thing is, it's painful. It's painful because you can't. The whole activities is you can't do anything about it. These court activities, it has been existing from time immemorial. Even the government cannot. I know the government is trying to say how they can curb the whole thing. Like in Edo State, the government is trying hard to suppress the whole activity. I think I give kudos to Edo State governor for that. Yeah, he's trying so hard to bring down, to lower the activities of court activities in that state. So I want to thank the governor for that, because this thing is claiming the life of our youth. If you go to Edo State today, you see you don't get to see youth around because of these same activities. You understand? So it's painful, and thank God at least the state is returning to normalcy. You know.
Yeah.
So my dear, it's an eyesore.
Really. So this court activities, is it like inherited? Is it passed down from one family member to the other? When they travel, they pass it down to another person. Is it inherited?
Okay. I will not have much knowledge about it, but over time, for a particular court activities to be going on and on in university in our campuses, it means that there's an organized hierarchies. You understand? A system rather that brings some in, and whenever any of them goes out, like whenever any of them graduates, because you find out that after school, the court activity is still existing.
Yes.
So it means that there is a transition. You understand? There's a transition of government. So it means that whenever this one finishes, and I was watching a crime scene where they were interviewing some court activity, some courtists. I think they were explaining how they passed this supposed leadership to the undergraduates. You understand? As far as you are graduating, you pass it to. You understand? That's why it's a transitional government. You pass it out. So you understand. So the thing is, that is what happens. You understand? It's a system. It's part of the system already. You understand? So I think our Nigerian government need to do. They need to stand up, because even down to our universities, I think that is the root. Yes. That is the root cause. Yes. It started from there, so it should be addressed there. You understand? We are hoping for the best. These activities, they are all roped to what we call that's why they are called secret court, right?
Yes.
Now they have their own secrecy, so they have their own system and mechanism at which they bring these people in. Sure, you understand? So if you are not a court, you're not a courtist rather before you left the shores of Nigeria, then you get there and you belong to a particular court activities, and obviously there's a system at which they initiate these people over there. I think there's no way you and I will understand or know, because we're not part of them, right? Yeah. So there's no way we will know how they put these people. You understand? But then again, for a sane human being that left the shores of Nigeria and you are not a courtist, then you got there because of one or two activities you have seen, you want to be part of it. Yeah. So I think that is where the problem is. You understand? You not question the humanity of that person. You understand? The sanity of that person. How can you leave your country over there to seek, greener pastures? At the end of the day, you find yourself roped in activities that might even dent your image as a person, jeopardize your being there, and also you bring a bad image to your country, Nigeria.
Wow.
So I think that question it got to do with secrecy. So they know how they do these things. You understand? So I don't think we have more knowledge about that. Sorry.
Okay. So we don't know if they are done online or it's offline, if they have meeting days or how their program is.
Okay. Uh, I think on that ground, maybe we'll tune into Crime Watch for this Festus Aleka, right?
Yes.
Yes. It's a crime. So I think one of these days we'll just tune in and watch one of those clips for those confession from those who caught. I think probably they will have more information to give on that.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
So do you think that there is hope for Nigerians, the youth? Like take Edo State for example. I think they recently had their court clash,
Yeah.
the fights, but little things, maybe small matter will just cause fight and then we lose innocent people, even members of the same court. So do you think there'll be a time where there won't be court fights or courtism will be totally eradicated?
Okay, yeah, I think I like that question. I'm a very positive person,
Yeah.
and I'm an optimistic person, and I believe that time is gradually coming. And for a start, like I earlier said, the Edo State government is already doing that already.
Yeah.
I can assure you that Edo State government is already doing that. As we speak, court cases in Edo State has been reduced to the barest minimum because the governor is a no-nonsense person and he has instituted the security agencies to curb this activity. So I feel that definitely there is hope. If Edo State can do it, other states can emulate. And by so doing, we will try to reduce these court activities within the state and the country so that our youth we have this sense of belonging and have this opportunity to contribute their quota to the country and to themselves as an individual.
Yeah.
Because whether you like it or not, it has reduced the lifespan of a whole lot of youths. You understand? And it's not helping because these youth they are the pillar of the country. They said when you build the youth, you build the nation. So if there's a problem with the youth, or if we're having issues like this with the youth, then there's a problem. If you take your mind back during the NSAS protest, it was championed by the youth, and you saw what happened.
Yes.
So it means that if you address the youth, you are addressing the nation. So I think the government has a very big role to play addressing or focusing more attention to the youth, the building and development strive of the youth in particular. I think by so doing, we'll see how we can move the country forward.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Magbe. So tell us about your work. You say you're a travel agent, right?
Yeah.
Tell us how we'll be able to get this passport, this visa with ease. We go through the stress of queuing, staying, waiting, traveling to get biometrics and all of that.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity to my own. Okay. Like I said, I'm a travel agent, and the name of my company is Classified Travel and Tours. And for our own our own business, you find out that, like I said earlier, it's not it's to an extent it's a bit difficult for you to travel currently.
Yeah.
Because of some travel bans in most of those countries. Many of those countries put travel bans to Nigerian. You understand? So yeah, of course. So it's some countries it's very difficult. You understand? And also our green passport is also causing mayhem because of what most of our youth have done. So it's always difficult for Nigerians to get these visas abroad. Most of these Europe countries, it's only those Asia countries they grant us visas because it's strictly for tourism. Because we are going there to go and spend money, so they just give you access because it's no more than 1 month. Come there, spend money, and leave. They don't give you a resident permit. You understand? So we do these visas ranging from tourism, childbirth. If you want to give birth outside the country, we can organize the visa for you, and you go and give birth outside the country, and you have your kids being a citizen of that country. Then also we organize traveling documents like the proof of funds, because if you want to travel, these are part of the criteria.
Yeah.
Where we help you to get your bank statement, Then also there's what we call employment documents also, because those are part of the criteria, the credentials you submit at the embassy if you want to travel.
Yeah.
So the employment document is also there. We will also assist in that regards. Then also we do tours within and outside the states.
Okay.
Maybe you are going for a group, your friends, or you want to do a group tour. We can organize that and take you to wherever you want to go for tourism. Then and lastly, like I said, we do passports, of course. We can assist you to get your passport at a very affordable rate.
Really? It's like you are doing the errands, doing everything while we just sit and relax. And
yes. That is my job. Just bring it from. That is my job. Yes. You just pay me. I get everything done, all ranging from your passport, your traveling documents, even your flight. We also book flights, local and international flights. And so you just sit back and just pay us the money. Then we get all your travel documents. We'll just call you, just come and travel.
Okay.
You understand?
I know Nigerians who want me to ask this question. Are you guys affordable, please? Are you affordable?
Okay, if affordable, yeah. By the grace of God, yes, we are affordable. But over time, you check exchange rates, because we deal with foreign currency, right? So if you want to pay outside, we convert. Now, when you see your dollar rate, you can see that the visa currently is a bit expensive now because of exchange rates. By the time you convert now, you see that your naira is of no value. You understand? So that is why most times if we charge clients, they feel that it's too expensive, but it's not our fault. It's the exchange rates, because you have to equate your naira to their dollar. You understand? Why you want to pay. So you understand? So I think that is why that's some issues. But trust me, if you patronize us, we are very, very affordable.
I know viewers, they will. And that's where we have it. Big thank you to Mr. Magwe for joining us in the studio. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much.
So we have unpacked a heavy topic, cultism, crimes, and all the vices, what the eating battles that our people suffer, even outside the borders of home. But this conversation doesn't end here. What role are you playing? Are you just watching, speaking up, or pretending not to see? Hit us up in the comment section, share your thoughts, and if this hits close to home, send it to someone that needs to see this. I'm Charity Anthony, and this is the Talk Your Mind podcast show where the truth doesn't sleep. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms. And until next time, stay safe.